Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. We have the bank holiday madness upon us. There is everything with sales around me. I'm out to go and do my pots. That's what I'm doing. I always like to work my pots either on high water slack or low water slack, just so there's less tide to contend with. We do have a little bit of wind, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem because my pots are quite tight inshore. I get asked quite a lot, what bait do I use in my pots? And my answer is just whatever I have. If I've been out wrecking, it might be ling carcasses. If I've been out fishing on the reefs, it might be pollock skulls. I might be dogfish, a lot of dogfish. I've been working with my friend on his commercial boat. So today I have a load of monkfish heads. I have a lot of monk heads. Like that. Ram. So I'm going to see if I can't turn them into some lobsters. It's a nice sunny day at least. Let's go. There's a set of pots that's been out all winter and the ropes are really dirty. So I'm going to do that one first and I'm going to swap the ropes over and I'm going to move them offshore. That clacking sound, I love that sound. Yeah, the pots you can see are growing weed all over them. That's not a bad thing. But the ropes being covered like this just makes it really difficult to haul. Not only does it make a massive mess, but they're really difficult to haul. First come, first served. Oh. With no keepers in here. We do have a lot of velvet swimming crabs, some little edibles. That's a female edible and that is a male edible. Show you straight away with the first two out of the pots the difference between a male and a female. You see that pad underneath there? She's got quite a wide one and he's got a narrow one. Let go. Let go. That is a really tiny lobster, isn't it? A little cutie. Way under. He won't be big enough. Yeah, it is. He won't be big enough to keep for at least another 4 years. More velvets. And yet more velvets. They're getting slightly bigger, but they're still not big enough. They are well undersized. Still nice to see though. Oh, he's had a hard time. She has, sorry. Missing all of her legs down one side and a claw. Now they will grow them back. Might just take a year or two. You can see all like the little sponges that are growing on the pots, can't you? Sugar kelp, regular kelp, rock, a little male spider crab that's been eating a velvet, another one, two, there we go. Oh, don't you dare, let go. There we go. All of them undersized. When you're pulling a crab out of a pot like that, you can't pull it by the body because its claws will come off. You need to pull it by the claws. And another teeny tiny lobster. So out of all of this, we had crabs and lobsters in every pot, and none of them are big enough. A big old piece of sugar kelp wrapped up in this one. Now the reason this is called sugar kelp is because when you take it out and when you dry it, there's like a white substance, like a powdery substance forms on the skin. Hence why it's called sugar kelp. Right. I've got 10 or 15 minutes work changing all these ropes around to new ropes, and we'll steam these somewhere else. Of course, they're not doing a business here, are they? Cleaned out now, then we'll get the next ones. Whoa. One of the pots is stuck on the seabed. There it goes. Yeah, one of the pots has got stuck on the seabed. In that situation, all I do is I'll just brace myself against the side of the boat and let the drift and let the wind push the boat and pull the pot out. If that fails, what you have to do is you have to start the engine, kind of steam around and try and pull it out. Before anybody says it, I don't need or want a hauler. Get these ropes from underneath my feet and we'll have a look what's in these pots. But yeah, I think there's a keeper in there. Where are you going? Little undersized lobster. I mean, got a lot of weight in him, this guy. Yeah, another guy. He's probably about 60 mil, so another couple of years. Undersized crab, little tiny spider crab, undersized brown edible crab. Pollock skull. No, is it pollock? No, ling skull, this one. You can see by the teeth. Almost looks like a dragon skull, doesn't it? What's going on with you, fella? Oh, I'll measure you. 87. Minimum landing size is 90mm in my area, so yeah, he is a little bit too small. You see that dark patch there underneath his claw? There's a matching one on the top. What's happened there is he's had a fight with somebody, either a lobster or a crab, and that is a pinch mark where something else's claw has pinched him. He's still perfectly fine, isn't he? See you in a year or two. Undersized crab. Undersized crab. Whew. Right, this one has done better. Another undersized crab. Come on, let go. Bigger, but still not quite. Yeah, he's about 20mm undersized. Male brown crab. Ooh, I'm going to say under. I'm going to say like 86. 84. Undersized female. Come on. Come on. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Bingo! 91mm. Measure opposite side as well. Yep. 1mm over. You, young lady, are coming home with me. Gruesome looking creatures, aren't they? For anyone who doesn't know, monkfish, anglerfish, have got like a little thing on their head. What they act as, they lay in the seabed, flat in the seabed, and they have a couple of like these little lures, what they wave around to attract fish. And when fish comes anywhere near it, it just goes and swallows it. That right there is probably the last thing that many little fish see in the deep sea around here. They've even got teeth on their tongue. Let's get the last ones. Well, I can see something blue. We might have a winner. Thank goodness. Got a nice lobster in that last pot there. Right, get all these ropes from underneath my feet. We'll have a look what's in these pots. I'll spin the boat around as well so you're not looking at the sun. You can see what I baited this with. Looks like a snake almost, doesn't it? That's a dogfish spine. And it looks like a pollock skull. She's peeled quite recently. You can see she's almost see-through. Velvet. And a lot of starfish eating a dead doggy. Next one. Ooh, marginal. I'm going to say like 87, 88. 86. So yeah, just a little bit too small. A little male spider crab. This one looks better. Ooh, bang on 90. I'll take that, there's my two. We're going to have a dilemma here because there's a big lobster in that end pot as well. Little velvet. If you could see what's going on here, you've got all the crabs huddled up here and all the lobsters huddled up down there. In fact, I'm going to take a photo of that. A little male edible and another little male edible. Undersized. A little velvet as well. That one is practically a prawn. It's tiny. But this one is not. This one is a big one. And he's covered in sporobis. Covered in little tiny keelworms. Yeah, I don't even need to measure this guy. This guy is, he's going to be over 105. The difference. This guy's the same size as this guy's claws. He is probably about 15 and this guy's probably about 5. Right, so we have a big one. We have another big one at the back of here as well, but I think that she is, yes she is. No, calm down. I'm not going to hurt you. She's carrying eggs. Don't know if you can see here. All the eggs underneath her tail there. So I'm going to very gently put her down. We'll talk about her in a minute. I'll put her in a pail of water, but yeah, got a big size one there. So we've got a dilemma because we've got 3 size lobsters. I'll get these pots rebaited, all the ropes sorted, and then we'll have a look at these lobsters. Now the bylaws in my area, if you're not a commercial fisherman, if you're just a recreational pleasure fisherman like I am, for landing lobsters, is you're allowed 2 per day. I now have 3. Now these 2, this was the one I caught in the last fleet, and this is the fresh one. These 2 are exactly the same size. I can only keep one of them. That's a curious thing to notice. This one has they have 2 types of claws. They have a crusher claw and a cutting claw. One of them's usually quite big and meaty, and the serrations on it are just big. And the other one is like a fine one. So it's got one claw that it crushes stuff with, and the other claw that it chops it up with. Now this one has the crusher on the right hand side. This one has the crusher on the left hand side. Just like right-handed and left-handed people. Nothing in it. Oh, calm yourself down, lad. Stop it. But these 2 are absolute beauties. Look at him. Made up with that. I will try and do some video with my phone to show you closer, because that Spirorbis on there is absolutely beautiful. Anyway, let's get these pots sorted out and shot back. And then I'll talk to you about that buried one. I'm going to talk very quickly about this pregnant lobster. Right, don't do it, Duff, don't do it. I ain't going to hurt you. There underneath her tail is a clutch of eggs. Now they go in 3 stages. They start off green, then they go black, then they go red and black when they're about to hatch. These are in the dark green stage, so these are brand new fresh eggs. She is, I would give her about 95 mil. So she's over legal landing size, but you cannot land a lobster with eggs in Cornwall. You can't land a buried hen. This is a pregnant lobster, it's called a buried hen. We do have something, we do have another bylaw where it's called V-notching. Being this, if you catch or if you find a pregnant female, you mark its tail with a V, just one of these, in either don't do it, don't do it. She nearly nipped me then. In either this tail fan or this tail fan, you can put a V-notch. Now it doesn't hurt her, and what it'll do is, if anyone catches this lobster now, once she'll have her eggs for another couple of months. Once she's, there, look, see? Just like that. Clip the other side as well. What are you seeing there? All it does is it just clips out a little bit of the shell. Like that. Now, in a couple of months when she's shed her eggs, there will be nothing to say that she couldn't be landed. Because she's now V-notched, she's protected until that V-notch grows out. That ensures that there is a healthy breeding stock of lobsters on the ground around here at all times. Because even when she hasn't got her eggs on, you still can't land her because she's been V-notched. So next season when it comes round, we know that she's a proven breeder because she's got eggs right now. There can be another clutch of eggs and another clutch of eggs. The V-notches last for probably 3 or 4 years, depending on how quickly they grow and how fast they shed them out. They can have up to 20,000 eggs a time. So you're potentially talking, if the V-notch lasts for 3 seasons, that's 60,000 eggs because of that little V-notch. That's why we do it. What I'm going to do is, there are quite a few crab pots around here. I am going to move her somewhere else. There's no point putting her straight down on top of crab pots because she'll just go straight back in one. Right, I'll take some photos just for fun, and then I'll go and drop her off over there. There she is. There's her eggs. There's her brand new V-notches. And there she goes. Well, I've finished tidying down now and I am ready to go back in. We have 2 absolutely stunning lobsters. I am over the moon with those. And to make it even better, we have a load of monkfish cheeks as well. Now these are, like, that's a good sized cheek there. Perfect little medallion of flesh. Yeah. So we'll see what Jim can do with this. Monkfish cheeks and lobster. Don't get any better than that, does it? I hope you enjoyed joining me. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.